Hi speech class, this is Mary Volmer and I'm here today to tell you the reasons why exclusively breastfeeding is the best way to feed your infant. You know the old saying, breast is best, but does anybody really know why? Well, I'll tell you why. It provides countless emotional, health, and physical benefits for the mother and the child. Save the Children is a development agency. And they concluded that breast milk is not only the most beneficial, but is also a lifesaver. They estimated that 830,000 babies could be saved if every mother breastfed immediately after birth. Breastfeeding is the best way to feed your baby. The following evidence proves that breast is best. 1. Breast milk is the most nutritious. 2. Breastfeeding benefits mommy. And 3. Breast milk is safe. Including all these verifiable facts in my speech, first I'd like to share the benefits for baby. Choosing whether to breastfeed or formula feed your baby is one of the first decisions expectant parents will make. The AAP, AMA, ADA, and the WHO organizations all recommend breastfeeding for the first 6 months of birth and urge up to at least 12 months. Therefore, breast milk is the most nutritious. Early breast milk, which is known as colostrum, is literally liquid gold. It's thick and yellow, made during pregnancy and immediately after birth. It is rich in nutrients, antibodies, and immunoglobulins to protect the baby from bacteria and viruses, and also works as a laxative to help the baby expel that tarry substance called meconium. After about 3 to 5 days, the milk matures. It is then balanced with the necessary proteins, carbohydrates, vitamins, fats, and minerals, perfect for easy digestion and absorbability, continues to prevent infections and diseases, and it helps to develop the immune system. Breast milk contains live cells, hormones, and antibodies that absolutely no formula can mimic. It is estimated that breastfeeding can lower medical costs by $13 billion a year. This includes fewer illness visits, fewer hospitalizations, and fewer prescriptions. It betters the environment by not using the plastic cans and bottles. First of all, the plastic bottles are harmful to your child. The linings of the formula cans and the plastic bottles contain BPA, which is chemical bisphenol A. It affects the hormones and controls the development of the brain, reproductive system, and the immune system. A lab experiment was done and put rats in a cage along with some BPA, and it caused cancers and reduced fertility and hyperactivity in these rats. Breastfeeding is also linked to a higher IQ scores. A 7-year study done by the researchers of Jagiellonian University Medical College in Poland found that exclusively breastfed children score a 3.8-point IQ margin over those who are bottle-fed. As I've explained, breast milk is the most nutritious because it contains all the pertinent nutrients your baby needs to grow happy and healthy. Next, I'd like to reveal the emotional, physical, mental, and economical benefits for the mother. Breastfeeding benefits mommy. It is also timely and very inexpensive. All costs go toward the mother's nutrient-dense diet, avoiding all processed foods, drink, and alcohol, sugar, hydrogenated oils, and white flour. The physical contact, or the skin-to-skin contact that a lot of doctors talk about, are important to the mother and the infant. The connection strengthens the love and the security, along with comfort. The physical contact produces oxytocin, which is a hormone that helps milk flow and the letdown, and also helps the uterus contract back to normal and heal. This is very important because it prevents postpartum hemorrhage. Breastfeeding is also known to lower the risk of type 2 diabetes, ovarian and breast cancer, and the postpartum depression that a lot of mothers experience. Many parents, Alicia Dermer, author of the well-kept Secret Breastfeeding Benefits to the Mother's claims, exclusively breastfeeding delays the menstrual cycle, which is very important for mothers because it helps them hold on to iron and reduces anemia. It helps in weight loss. Exclusively breastfed mothers burn about 600 calories a day, and is also linked to a decrease the risk of a heart attack. As you can see, breastfeeding benefits the mother in a number of ways. ranging from preventing various diseases to heart attacks and saving money. For my third and most important topic, I will point out that breast milk is the safest food for your infant because it does not require preparation, and it does not contain any pathogens or soy like a lot of formulas made today. So many parents rely heavily on their pediatrician's advice on whether breastfeeding is for them or not. Hardly any of them do their own research about the substances manufacturers call food. With a nutrient-dense diet, breast milk is the safest thing for your infant. A diet high in animal fats, raw milk, organic fruits and vegetables. This will form the best possible milk for your baby. And this diet is not only for breastfeeding mothers, it can be for all people in general. So therefore, breast milk will be safe. Many parents choose to formula feed without understanding the dangers of the products. According to the Weston A. Price Foundation, formula is highly falsified blends of milk or soy powders produced at high temperature methods that over-denature proteins and accumulate carcinogens. The soy-based formulas consist of mineral-blocking phytic acid, increased amounts of estrogen, growth inhibitors, and deprived cholesterol. And cholesterol is needed for the development of the brain and the nervous system. It's like feeding your baby 5 birth control pills a day. An infant eating soy formula gets 13,000 to 22,000 times the amount of estrogen that a breastfed baby gets. Infants fed soy are at risk of food allergies, behavioral problems, early puberty. Boys are at risk of prostate and testicular cancer at a later age. And because of the phytic acid in the formula, calcium, magnesium, iron, zinc oxide, all the nutrients that are crucial for proper brain and emotional development are not absorbed, therefore not developed. Soy formula also contains manganese, which is highly toxic when consumed in excess. So think about it. Combining this formula with water contaminated with fluoride and all the childhood immunizations that are recommended, these childhood immunizations include elements like thimerosal, mercury, and formaldehyde. How can you get a good situation out of that? It's a recipe for havoc and disaster inside the body. Have you ever looked at the ingredients on a formula can? Well, here are a few. I do not have time to name and explain them all. Potassium hydroxide prevents growth of horns on calves, causes irritation of the skin. It's very corrosive. Ingestion causes brutal pain, bleeding, and even death. Calcium hydroxide, used to dehair hides, used in plaster cement, pesticides, and fireproofing. Carrageenan is nearly in all liquid formulas. It's linked to cause ulcers in the large intestine. So as you can see, breast milk is safe because it does not have all the added ingredients that manufacturers put into formulas. It is the only way you will know what your baby is eating. Breast is best because it is the safest, the most nutritious, and it also benefits mommy. So from now on, I want you to be the scientist. I want you to make the best possible decision for your baby and for yourself. Dissect what commercials and doctors and people tell you about breastfeeding and formula being a good alternative. A great alternative to formula is on the Weston A. Price Foundation, consisting of whole raw cow's milk and other organic ingredients. So exclusively breastfeeding is the best way to feed your infant.